telling y'all the truth, man. We are the most powerful beings on the planet.
We God.
You hear me? That's why they try to decimate your shit.
Yeah, we
and
God.
Destroy you, nigga.
We really
They
God.
coming for you.
Because you're supposed to
They
be
trying to attack and strike your ass.
No,
you hear me? Because they know how powerful you are. If you unified and organized and it was true unification. Forget it, nigga.
That's what
Just
they
imagine if the streets unified. All the street, the whole everybody.
But that's what always gets broken up.
That'd be
Unification. That's always the first thing to get broken up. Unification.
Who would be able to fuck with us if the streets really unified and we really built a bond, a chain, an unbreakable chain? No fucking body.
There's so many different subject matters.
We'll be a force to be reckoned with.
I still want to answer a whole other question. It's gonna take us so far
Shit,
off. It's gonna
really
take us
is
off
a
of
force
what we
to be
talking
reckoned
about
with.
now.
But I'm
We're
talking about
forced
if
to
we
be reckoned
truly
with
had
right
some
now.
shit that you can't pull apart, bro, that shit'd be ridiculous. We ain't seen it yet. The planet ain't witnessed it yet, you hear me?
They keep you blinded.
We've always been tribal war. They haven't seen niggas
war.
really
That's a real game.
come together.
Tribal war, it's
You
a
hear me?
real game. It's
It's
village.
before gangs, niggas,
It's village.
tribes. It was always tribal war.
And that's why they come break the villages up.
Same thing.
Break your village up.
Different words. Different terminology. That's it. Same shit. But if we truly came together for real, for a single cause, we can forget about it. We'll take everything. You hear me? We'll take it back, man.
What would be the cause?
See, they made the peace
that's the
treaty.
thing. It then came so like
contaminated, polluted,
and so
many causes,
negative,
bro.
and so
So
negative.
you get a cause, it's another cause to make you.
It's
to throw you off
negativity,
of a main
because
cause.
that's negativity.
It's just different.
You feed on
It's
that
different mind. It's different thoughts, different desires, and different actions.
Like it's
in
like
every
when
individual.
Look, it's like when you
That's
get
the
arrested.
problem.
When you get arrested,
Right.
the cop, motherfucking cop only take certain things out your car.
Right.
They only take certain things out your car. Like when you go to court, when you got the evidence, you got my crack, you might got the weed. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even if it was dope or anything.
Right.
Somebody was in there. If it was a fiend in there, they're gonna take the fiend. They might take the fiend and hit the fiend with paraphernalia charges.
Facts.
But they only take our whole shit and leave the paraphernalia shit there.
Right.
Like when they took it, it would have already been possession.
Right.
Because you know, no matter what, a motherfucker can say they're using, but they leave the blunts there.
Right.
They don't tell the judge like, oh, he had blunts too.
Right.
There was roaches and they might have had broken crack and shit all on the
Because
floor.
because
Because
he
you bag
narrated.
up. No, I mean, because you bag up. They got you scared on shit, but why it all, you know,
Coaster, my brother. Coaster,
you know what I mean?
Huh?
It's a
Shit,
setup.
That's what those are designed
That shit's
for.
entrapment.
Yes, coasters,
Yeah.
people.
That's
See, I'm a
entrapment.
pro. I know where look. I know where
Right,
you go.
right,
I know
right.
where look.
That's a fact.
But hell yeah.
You get arrested, they hit you with 3 charges.
Right. Well, let's talk about the disparities that we face,
That's
and
what
the
I'm talking about.
injustices that our kind face in society in this new day and age. That's what needs to be spoken about.
I
We need
feel
to
like
come
they're
to
the
some
same.
type
They're
of
the
resolve.
same ones as the old day and age.
Yeah,
I
but
don't feel
what-
like that changed.
Like you
Yeah.
said, it's still the same
still the
opposition
same.
and adversary, but what can we do on our behalf to rectify and resolve the issue? Because we know we need solutions. We know the problems. We don't have enough solutions. There ain't enough answers. There's a lot of questions, not enough answers. Everybody got a question. Nobody got the answer. So,
I say the answer
Because
is
everybody's not involved. It got to be
Let's-
from every door, I think, in every house.
every individual,
It hasn't been in every house.
man, woman, and
Like-
child. Bottom line.
Yeah, it got to be something.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
got to be something like morals.
I say bring back
Ethics and morals
It
and
got to be
principles.
something like with morals.
the whole Black Wall Street thing.
Right.
That whole situation we had going until the bombing.
Tulsa and Tulsa.
I say
same
start us there
shit. Right. Right.
because we were on a sudden to make you
Right.
bomb.
That's a fact.
The
I think
togetherness.
that's the answer.
That was the togetherness.
Give us back that.
Unification is the answer.
Give us back. Just unpause right there.
Right.
That's the answer. Because apparently we had an answer for it become a war.
You're looking at
On-
the problems.
These
That's how
look,
they capitalize.
yeah,
They-
I'm saying these problems always been around.
Yeah.
Always been the issues.
Right.
But the answer was when we had our own, I don't know what it was like there. How many bars were
Right.
in that?
You know what?
How many? And when you did go to the
There was
bar,
more
was it
doctor
a?
offices and things of
I'm
that
only
nature,
drinking
more
because I have
educational
work in the morning.
institutions.
But even if there was a bar, was it more of a
But you
hey,
know what?
I don't have the stress. Let me just drink 2 and go home.
Yeah.
Was it a so?
An occasional
Did
thing
we-
just to
did
blow
we-
off some steam.
Did we find the answers to all of those things in the comfort of having our own? Is that what caused the bombing? Because that was a
Of
war,
course it
basically.
did.
It was a war where we had no troops and no way to
Exactly.
deploy our troops, so we lost it right away.
Zero defense.
But it was a war.
It was a
It was a 100%.
And
A
that
stealthy war that we didn't know we was fighting.
Yeah,
alcohol.
because
ended
it
up a
said
sorry
They struck
man.
us and we didn't know that we was
It was-
in a war.
it was the answer because it answered all that. Go back to and y'all do this and y'all wouldn't know what to do with. And
That's right.
oh, okay, like just things like that. Oh yeah. I feel like it answered everything. That's why it's no longer here. It wasn't something that they said it failed.
That's a fact.
We fought each other. We did anything to where I feel like it was 100% at the time the answer, and it took away from America
You know
so
what's
much
wild?
that you couldn't let it be the answer.
Everything is there's purpose and reason for everything. And there's lessons to be taught.
It's a real
You
shit.
can extract truth out of anything.
Anything.
Hey, look though, this is
Everything.
So we're supposed to, this is all a learning experience.
But you gave me that. I didn't have that answer before this conversation, but I feel like let's start there
I got,
again. And I feel like we might
I
have
got
all
Malcolm
our
X in
answers.
my back. I had Martin Luther King, so he's still up there though. But a lot of people, Malcolm
Push
X
that
my
closer a
favorite.
little bit.
But Martin Luther King
Yeah.
say,
Not completely.
you know, most people
Yeah.
say that he was a house
Yeah, you
nigga.
can't. We get hot. Dude.
He ain't never do
Just because
nothing.
they playing music.
He really made the biggest impact.
Yeah,
We start getting
You're,
real on this.
you know what I'm
Martin.
saying?
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King really made the
We
biggest
just pushing
impact.
this hard.
Yeah.
We get hot over
This is a quote he said. He
he
said, the ultimate tragedy in Birmingham wasn't the brutality of bad people. It was the silence and the good.
like that.
It was the what? The sound.
The silence and the good.
I see.
So everything he did in front of the people. He wanted you to see the police beating them. But he wasn't just saying it. He was out there with it.
Demonstrate.
Yeah.
So a lot of motherfuckers say, yo, Martin Luther King didn't do shit. Half nigga. He was on the front line every
Shit,
time.
he
Getting
was on
beat
the
by
front
dogs,
line
getting sprayed
demonstrating.
with water hoses.
And
Well,
right.
same
He
shit.
suffered the same experience.
Yeah, really went harder than Malcolm X. Really, because he
Truth
just
be
talked.
told.
Didn't no gunshots ever go off for.
Truth be
for
told.
him, you know?
Well, yeah.
Shit.
Martin died for it, but
You know why?
gunshots went off
You
for
know why?
everything.
Yeah.
Malcolm was
Gunshots
more.
went off for both of them.
Malcolm was more street with it.
Yeah, Malcolm was militant.
More,
was telling you
more
arm
cultivated.
yourself
More
in your
militant.
house.
You see what I'm saying?
He's
He-
saying when they
he
knock on your
always
door,
said,
at the end
Eye
of the
for
night,
eye.
have the gun.
By any
That's
means,
why they
by
ain't
any
want-
means necessary. But what I'm saying is, Martin Luther King's on the front line, getting
Suffering.
attacked, going to
The
jail.
same way as
They
everybody
both-
else.
But they
Absolutely.
both
For the
were
cause.
doing the same
They
thing.
both did,
Both
yeah.
sides of the same
Yeah,
court.
it's just different ways.
It took Martin saying,
Nah.
"Hey, no." It took Martin to say because
They
their
opened up
defense would
doors.
be y'all just coming violent, y'all bad, y'all
Yeah.
this, y'all crazy. He was saying, if I come at you civilized, you're still going to do this.
Of course.
I'm the face of coming at you civilized,
Exactly.
educated.
It don't matter. It
Still
don't matter. You see,
you
still
still
see me as
see
an
what happened.
animal.
And
I'm
Malcolm
an animal
said,
to you.
if I say what's logically right, let us own our own shit, protect ourselves, don't come
Let's
in my
get
house
it.
or I'll shoot you back.
It's
You still kill that too.
Exactly.
So
It's a
no matter
lose-lose.
how we come at you,
It's a lose-lose.
you're going to defend, you're going to kill us.
They don't want you.
I feel like the answer
They
was we
didn't
had our
design it
own
and structure
up
it for you to win. First
we
and
had
foremost,
a
you can
structure
forget
to
about
win. I feel like we answered. I feel like that's the
We're
answer.
winning,
That's
though.
the question I'm taking it all the big way.
No,
is can we get that back again
They're never going
in
to
every
allow it.
city?
They're never going to allow it.
Because I feel like that's the answer. We won't have these conversations until we'll be sitting
Exactly.
thinking about bigger things for our own
More
little
creative.
communities and
A lot
handling
more uplifting.
community things like they're doing, but we will be handling ours. I feel like we were elevating at a pace to where it's like we can't let this little
Higher
city they're
rate is
building.
accelerating fast.
Let's take it down.
It's cause
Because not only are they building, they're taking away, and they're competing with us.
Right.
Now let Russian on them start
Not
calling
only are they
them.
competing, they winning.
ain't nobody competing.
Cost
with
you
them.
sending the plane. Send
They winning.
Ain't
the
nobody
only way you go
competing
raid a
with them.
nigga, kill everything off is you felt you lost automatically.
Damn right.
And if he finds out, I lost.
Exactly.
So kill him now. I
Now,
feel like
quick
that is-
strike.
I feel like that was the answer
Yeah,
to
yeah.
why we're still doing this because we would still have that example. That would be like 30 years
Yeah,
already
talk
gone.
about that.
So
Talk
like,
about
damn, my
that.
uncle work up there, or now there's a one in Pittsburgh subdivision. Like, I feel like we've already
took the
rolling
land.
into the answer.
Yo, the truth be told, the truth is,
They
man,
took the
when you
land.
dig a little deep and get more
They
further in
took the
depth,
land. The
We
land
answered the
that was
question.
the
ours.
truth
They say,
is, it's an
fuck.
internal conflict that
Don't
we're
give
all
them
dealing with
land.
eternally.
Don't give them the land. That's what happened. Don't give them the
And
land.
that's what it is
To
right
do
now.
their
You
own
know,
shit.
us
Give them land to
conflict
go.
conflicted
Yeah,
against one another, it's just,
we don't have our own land.
You
You
can have
gotta buy
land,
your own
but it
land.
can't be for that. You can have land, but it can't be for that. You can start your own
on
this,
the
start
external.
a farm for
It's
yourself, but
it's
you
really
really about to start a village for
internal.
blah 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 blah. You know, we have our own
They
this,
put
our
the
own
main
bank,
focus
our
on
own.
us and we doing the most.
That's
Because the only black areas really for real is
They
under
control
housing.
it.
It's housing. I
They
mean,
control
housing.
the
Housing.
streets.
If you think
They
about
make
it,
you
like
dance and move and
the,
shit.
the biggest areas where black people
At will.
live is housing.
through
And
manipulation.
the freest would be places like Belmont Gardens, the first
Like,
black
yeah.
co-op in America.
They
Where
scamming like a
they
motherfucker.
burn
They
their
own
deeds
their
and now they
property.
own their
Yeah.
shit. So where the that's what I'm saying.
Because
coming from
everywhere
that-
else where you grow
And then-
back,
and then-
where you want to go
and
to a
then-
community,
you
say
can't live your
you going to a black community, you going to
Yeah, like
some
housing.
housing. You ain't going to no where people own a
because the
whole
way
area.
you feel about it,
If you go to a black area
you
where it's
act
community,
different. And that's why I feel like again that's the answer because we just brought up Belmont Gardens when we was raised.
Right.
Is the first black co-op in America.
Right.
So in 80 whatever or like 89 they had a deed burning where all the owner like everybody went so you're paying into they're all ownership.
Right.
black
So it's not rent, you're like paying into now we get our streets down, everybody gets new shutters on Sunday,
a
everybody
whole
gets
little
roofs.
certain little area.
So even coming out of there,
black owned for
you felt different
so many
even
years.
walking out of there.
Right.
Like how we go back to littering. My bro was like, he never litter in BG. And someone come up there, bro, pick that up. Why? That's Belmont Gardens for like, and he was
Right.
on like, nigga, this is black.
It's our shit.
Yeah, like our shit. Like,
Sure.
and you learned it young. You learn, oh well, this is your crib. Whenever we move out, like then you can do what you want to do with it, but it starts with you. So you never was like,
foundation.
well, shit, I'm scared about learning. I'm never worried about a crib.
Right.
That was never. Oh, you need to get your crib and worry
Right.
about. It's like, well, shit, I got a crib. It's like you. So that was calm. It was off
Right.
my shoulders since I heard about it. So having a spot where all that shit is
Making
off your
space
shoulders
for
from the
more
gate. Now
creative
imagine if
thought.
everything
More
was.
ingenuity.
Yeah.
Imagine if you got a crib when you grow up. You got a
Yeah,
degree coming.
Because you only got a
this.
certain capacity.
Yeah.
So imagine them knocking off all these things at
So people
9
be-
for you. You ain't got to worry about school because you're
people
already
be
paid for
dead
that. Don't worry
brands.
about when you retire. You're just
Yeah.
going in life
Only
thinking about
dead
new
brands
plans.
could
Now
be
you're
filled
like,
with
all I
dead
can do
brands.
now is just
Yeah,
think about what I
dead
want to think
brands.
about.
Only because
progress.
they filled with the
And I
wrong
don't have
shit.
none of the
You
stress.
fucking dead brand.
But
So-
it could be redone.
Us being able to pass on shit is the answer to where you're coming out and at 6 is like, you ain't got to worry about none of that shit. There's 3 cars in the family. You're going to have that. Oh, your money for this is this. Like, once you go to school and you get it, once it becomes that Huxtable how you gonna talk regularly, you can do the stupid shit they was doing.
Right.
That's why Theo was running around doing stupid ass shit. They wasn't worried about school and none of that. That was happening regardless.
No matter
So
what.
they could think about dumb shit. Let's dance in the house and come up with plays and lip
Right.
sync because they didn't have to worry about nothing. Because it was told to them they was already cool and it was shown every
It
day.
wasn't poverty stricken.
So it was off
So-
top. You got this. All you
Poverty
got to do
stricken.
is
Just
this, and this, and don't do this.
And
All right.
I already got your business and
You
stuff
feel
set
with
up.
easier shit
Right.
to deal with.
Escrows. We got
We don't
trust
have
for
that.
you
Yeah,
already.
we don't have that.
Everything in place.
Live different.
We're not starting with that.
We fall from that.
With that, knowing you have these check marks already. We going out there thinking about every check mark at 9. And then when I get my crib, I'm gonna have to learn how.
Like you said, we stuck in
Like,
survival
It's a-
mode.
Fuck school. They
Yeah,
gotta
it's
get
different.
We're
right
stuck
from
in
the gate.
survival mode.
Because look,
It's a
even if
different mode.
because look,
We're
even
stuck in survival
even
mode.
if you got somebody around, say somebody around here
With no tools, you're trying to get
and
every
their
tool instead
motherfuckers
of
is
starting.
doing
There
good,
goes
Right.
the tools.
Too sick.
And I was like, oh shit, well I got everything. Ooh, this
you
is.
gotta take them.
Right.
You're
Around
one
here,
of one.
that's why
Like, let me go
people
find a
take
hammer,
tools.
like from the gate. Like,
Exactly.
you better,
That's why we niggas take tools in the community.
yeah.
Because you might
Nigga, no
be
tool
niggas
set,
might be
no.
doing this and that, but
But
now
everybody, you know,
this
yeah.
people went
Mhm.
where they came up after
We
whole
don't-
communities
Yo, it's fucked up.
own their houses.
Your
Here,
neighbor look at you a
you know,
certain way. You look at
yeah.
your neighbor a certain way. You look at the next
switch
house a certain
up.
way. It's like
You know why?
your
'Cause
mental was different.
Each of us in this room right now bring a certain unique thing to the world that we're supposed to deliver. But we don't uplift one another.
a movement. It's who you choose to
And
uplift.
we don't support and provide for one
Enough.
another.
You don't have enough time to do it.
So
So
what we doing?
because people
We
be locked,
competing against one another then.
be
still
locked
got all
in
that shit on
24
your back.
hours.
You still trying to
Truthfully, I'm talking about
Mhm.
low key shit. Discreetly, we competing against one another.
Because you always gotta get. So it's like I gotta get.
Eating it when we see that. What I tell that woman, I say, I want to support the black business. As long as you're working, I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna give you my money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, damn right.
And that's what I'm saying. We get it, but it's spread out. At one time, we had it all
White
in one
people
spot.
get it,
where
Germans
I'm
get it.
trying to get there. They
Brothers
said,
get it.
no,
They
Concentrate.
keep it split.
Right.
China,
You know,
China,
like, that's
division.
why, yeah, and that's why we got to get to this point where we had to come.
That's the key.
To
Like you
get
said,
to
the
a
answer
spot.
is unification.
And then once we do, we can
Don't have the answer on how to make people unify.
land.
I
in
know.
our
I
own,
know what it's going to take.
our own
though.
setup again.
I know what it'll take.
Not housing.
A
Like
catastrophic catastrophe.
our own
Yeah.
shit to do our own
That's
shit.
the only thing
on.
that could work.
Period.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
right now
It's written.
everybody's
The only
mad.
thing that'll work is a
Everybody-
catastrophic.
And for the
Shit
world,
got a
Mad.
boil and
People
shit.
don't give a fuck.
For people to be
man
like,
blood.
oh
Boiling
shit,
shit
we got
evaporate
one
one flow.
another. We trying to hold on to those other
Love
shit.
to
Hold
death.
on. You better hold on to one
Therefore.
another
Fact.
instead of trying to hold on to this other shit. You hear me?
Mhm.
That's what it's gonna take. That's the only thing possible.
Can I say that one more time so they can make sure they heard me? I'm Crip, my man Blood. I'm gonna die for him with him every day.
Fact.
So that's unified right there. Showing you what we do.
Absolutely.
Let's get up.
Risk it all,
Lord.
gang.
Because we transcend
Look,
that. You know why? Because the mind transcends colors,
look,
barriers.
and I'm
They
neither,
penetrate through
Look.
barriers.
and I'm
There are
neither,
no barriers.
and still.
And
So
still
you got to throw that out there too.
Get
You
the
can
same
still
love
be
and
around.
respect
You
for
don't have
everybody.
And
to
I'm
be.
neutral.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And
I ain't never
still,
banged no gang.
so
You hear me?
and you.
But it don't matter. We the
and it don't
same.
matter. Like
But
I'm saying,
and look,
categories
This shit
don't change.
transcends.
And
The
then let me-
truth,
together.
listen,
look.
the truth transcends all lies.
and then let me break.
Mhm.
And then
They
break it down
all
like this.
barriers.
Look, because if you break it down like this
That's
too,
why they're
look,
around, so you can create
the
a
entrapment, right? And here go the entrapment. And neutral, no game, correct. We leave out here and someone right there, and I bang them, and I come back in here and chill, and say the instant that, oh, this what happened. You ain't even know what. I just went outside to get something. I ended up shooting this nigga, boom, kill him or whatever. Come back and you know what I mean. You get conspiracy
Right.
if you don't tell them.
Right.
And I leave from here and I go somewhere.
Absolutely.
And then y'all they're not knowing nothing about it, and I ain't saying nothing. And now he ran from somewhere and they like, it gotta be from here. And y'all like,
Right.
no, now you lied to me.
Facts.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Then they gonna tell you first you lied, now we can't trust nothing you say
Of course.
when you go there.
Discredited.
No, you discredited.
You
Nothing you say.
discredited right up top.
So now before you get to the judge and all that, you already discredited. Telling the judge the liar happened in front of the house.
Absolutely.
Mr. Sampson or James Brown was already lying to us, Your Honor. So we
It's
go ahead
already
and go.
us.
It's already as a scam.
Yeah, we're getting them all.
And,
Get 'em all.
We're getting them
yeah,
all.
You know what they
and
call
he
that?
ran from here.
Okay, correct.
Look,
We're look,
Yeah, come on in.
circle the wagons.
Welcome.
We're getting them all.
You know what they say? Welcome.
welcome.
You're all invited.
Yeah,
We got
no
you.
matter what.
No
Yeah.
matter what, we got all y'all. And
We all
y'all ain't had
invited.
shit to do with
Yeah,
that.
that shit
I didn't even
crazy.
know that was going to happen.
Yeah.
But it
That's
was,
like-
it
and
was,
Instead
That's
of you
just
and
like-
that
I ain't gonna
being
front.
the
That's just
issue,
like
it was
hell,
you
bro.
being able to get that shit.
they telling me in court that I man wanted to kill this person.
Yeah.
Y'all knew about it. I was waiting for him to walk down the street. Y'all knew he left. Y'all helped to get away because I
Right.
called. My phone no
They say
word
you
when I
went-
use
you
your
was
phone.
in
Because
concert.
I use your phone. Like, man, let me see your phone.
That shit
We're
crazy.
still his friends and whatever we is, he let me see his phone. Boom, boom. Yeah, I'm about to come get me. Now you part of that. He used your phone to make the call and
Right.
you
Yeah.
got 10.
But
You had to
why?
be working in
You
concert
had
with
to
them.
work.
But
And
why?
look,
You had to be in
and
concert
then
But
look,
why?
hold on, but listen to this though.
Because
Look,
that's how
and
you
now you
it
got
works
look,
for what you got
Now
going
look.
on.
he got
Let us be living our life in our
I got
own
10
thing,
for the body.
and you won't have no issue
Govern
at all.
ourselves. Govern
look,
ourselves.
Yes, but no, that's not profitable to you
At all, but-
that's
and-
always been a problem.
And listen
for
to
you.
this though. Look,
We all
I
self-govern.
get 10 for the
We all
body.
self-govern.
Look, I get 10 for the body. He get 20 years on a conspiracy. Damn, that was fucked up. It just shows they doing
Nah.
anything to
Nah,
us.
they setting examples.
They don't, yeah,
They're
like
not doing anything. They setting examples, nigga. They
I
know
got the
with
10 for
intention.
the body, and you got 20 for the conspiracy.
They know
How
exactly
you get
what
more?
the fuck
You didn't even do it
Because you didn't.
because you're
Oh,
involved. They make the call.
you,
You
didn't
lied.
you had a chance to be
You
what
lied.
we tell you to be,
Right.
Yeah,
but the
you
fact that
helped
you want
them.
to buck
And you
up,
kept helping them.
You're not getting back out.
No, look.
Go against
Oh.
the grain.
You
You're
kept
not
helping
getting back
them.
out.
You ain't when he
it's all
when
of
he
that.
did it.
It's
all of that.
No, it's when he did it. You ain't called 911.
That's what I'm saying. You didn't do the systematic setup shit,
Protocol.
and it's like, why would I
What the
do
fuck?
that?
Why would
You
I
get one
do
of
that?
But it is you have to because this is the
See how this
umbrella
make
in
me
which
feel.
you're forced, and that's what I'm
Appreciate
saying. The answer
But in
is
reality,
the
they ain't gonna do
self-governed
that.
shit. It's not
Yeah.
saying the segregation all the time when it's like segregation. You want to say, no, because there's going to be people that go on and come visit our town anyway.
Right.
And it's going to help us make money. So that's stupid.
Right.
No, I don't want segregation. I want to govern our own shit and to be like, well, this is due to our history here.
Mhm.
There should be a separate boom, 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 and laws. That's all we saying.
My
Right.
PO,
Now,
shit, my PO.
segregation is what you do in your house or your part of the
Swear to
town.
God.
But
That's what y'all
that'll
do.
cause you back into that same.
Yeah, we don't do
system.
that over here.
We're saying
And when you
And
knock on our door,
that's why
like,
hip-hop
look,
is what it is because it's inviting.
then you knock on the
It's-
door.
It's not a racist. It's
I ain't
not
supposed to
saying
tell you
say-
nothing.
our whole shit is.
It's
The
fucked
people
up.
listening to our story aren't segregated. Alright?
I'm gonna tell you what the breakdown is. Trust.
Ain't nothing.
There is no life
Ain't
without
nothing.
trust.
You only trust what you trust.
But you can't have trust in a system
We don't even
underneath a system
Listen.
that's going to get you caught up.
we don't even trust our Creator enough to believe what He says and follow order.
See, I do.
It's constellation in the
I
line.
do, but
Yeah,
I
That's the
fall.
way it was brought to you.
I
that
do,
shit's
but I
crazy.
The way it
fall.
was brought to you.
Yeah, I do, but I fall.
And certain rugs being swept
Nah,
out from
man.
under you. You know, it's the delusion or the
That's just
the
that's
watered
a different
downness
top.
of it.
That's
Yeah.
another
It's not
stuff.
saying you don't. It's
Because
you
the
don't have
creator
a
sounds
you don't
different.
have time to have a personal boom because you have so much other
Yes, you
fucking
do.
stress.
Self growth
No.
and development.
Yes,
You
do
have
got
to
personal-
build it.
You got to
I'm
be able to
saying,
self
No,
develop and grow.
see, you just don't know enough with it. With the creator, and when we talking about or above,
this man got black Nikes
you know
on
what I
too.
mean?
Air
When we
Force,
talking
so
about all above,
just letting you know.
look, right
I don't
here,
know why that
right
needed
here.
to be
I'm
told.
drinking this. I'm smoking
I'm looking
weed.
down
I'm
to see
doing
that.
this. You ain't got time. What? You got all this time.
All the time
True.
in the world. He
You
gives it
got
to you.
all this.
True.
I
Granted.
give him,
But
I
You're
give,
granted
I
the
give
time
back
on the day
all.
you birth.
But
But
it
you
goes back to
all
what we
my
were saying.
shit. Look,
some of the money being pushed is to make sure you don't use your time for that shit. Being these things on every corner.
Being
The
manipulated.
things is
Mentally
saying,
manipulated.
and when you figure it out, now you're mad, you're depressed, so you go back and get another one of these. Cause it's like, damn, wasted 5
It's
years.
just that-
I didn't know I could have.
People hate to face reality.
And by the time you do, it's too late. Now the reality of being late and your own being duped got you flipping down another's being duped again. So now you dupe yourself. Now why
Duping
you here?
yourself.
Because I'm fucking pissed at myself.
Yeah.
You're still doing the same
Duping
shit that you was
yourself.
pissed at yourself about.
Isn't that amazing?
abusing.
But this
things.
time it's
Abuse.
yeah.
Now it comes to
It's a
abuse.
Jeez.
Like, you ain't
That's
supposed
what's
to
being
just
fed.
abuse things.
Mm.
That's why I say
That's it.
Supposed to be moderation,
of
Yeah.
everything.
not
Even.
abuse.
Scale.
And that's why I want to see
Balance.
Boom.
What was the charts?
Balance out. You balance just everything out. You even balance out what
how were we
How you
living
got your
before
day
the bomb?
going.
How were we?
Yeah.
What are the paperwork for that? How long was it running? Was the shops? What was the? What's the paperwork? I need to see that.
It's some
I'm a
type of-
paperwork
it's
person.
some
Let me
type-
see how we were going
in
on.
some
our
type
own.
of way.
Let me see how that
it's-
started. I'm like, oh,
I don't
that
think you
really
got,
was like.
you might not got control
Can
over
I get
your
that
day.
same shit again? Who was the contractors? Contractors,
In
nephew,
some type of
nephew.
way.
Same companies. Let's get them to do that one more time. I don't know.
To a
We can rebuild those
certain
things.
extent.
I'm gonna tell you how they tricked us for real. The conception of the fucking clock, time,
Yeah,
the
'cause I
conception of the
believe in that.
calendar.
Yeah,
That's the greatest conceptions
I ain't on
Control
that
the time.
of
time.
humanity. They,
Control the time.
they impose that on you.
Yeah, I ain't on that
You
time.
Control
saw
the time.
time as an external thing, something outside
Control
of yourself.
That's the only
the-
reason.
The
Look,
concept of
Time is not even real.
it ain't
Control of
It's
the
just a
concept.
metric unit to measure
For real.
space.
in their business
Yeah.
and how they put it
So they
into
got you.
of
They got
the
you under
concept.
a
an
delusion.
illusion already. They tricked you.
Yeah.
Then you got a calendar. You keep a track of days.
Like they say, you on my time. Like when someone say you on my time,
You have no time.
that's what it is.
Yeah, that's nigga be like,
How's it going over there?
never had time.
He absorbing.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Yeah,
I was in here for a second.
I was saying, we was talking about shows and stuff, and I'm like, on the show, you be that guy I gotta check in on every once in a while on the show.
Fact.
And now we checking again.
Right now we.
And I give you a segment to get you in the show.
Revolutionary.
Almost sleep.
Revolution. Huey P. Newton got a book called Revolutionary Suicide. Got it on my back. The meaning is people that do what they do knowing that it can cost them their life. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, them guys that did that. Harriet Tubman,
People don't take
Nat
Yeah.
Turner.
Intentionally, they
Take
make the
the ending.
sacrifice.
People that
take
know.
the sac.
They
Yeah,
make the
people that know.
sacrifice.
you knew the end. Would you do that? Yeah, would you want the
Sacrifice.
glory of the job?
Bomb threats, bomb the house. They
Like I
still
always
kept
say,
doing what
a
they
lot
did.
of people want the title, nobody wants the job.
Yeah, it's for the
Fact.
people.
So everybody like leader, but
They was
you
the
don't want to go through the
they
job.
was the,
These people said, "I'm gonna take the title and the fucking
The
job that
work,
goes
the
with it."
actual work,
and not see. I know I'm not gonna see
nah, but
possibly the
leaders come,
gratitude, and that's why they still
they come.
who we
They
use as
just-
an example.
It's like a process of when a leader comes. It always been that.
Leaders are there. It's a
Know what I mean? It's been like gaps in between when a new leader came.
prophets and messiahs.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It
And
always been
everything.
it always been that time gap.
And everything.
you
Michael
say
Jordan.
in
You know what I mean?
the height of a leader, like
You know,
Big
when
name, like the
one
big
finally comes again. Or when one
they-
finally
they-
step. Or
because
when
one
one
always
finally
comes
step.
Bobby,
When
Bobby,
one
always
finally
comes
steps
in
up and
this
do
loss.
it again.
but one always comes in the
Yeah.
loss of the last.
They exist now.
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's
but
when,
they always come in
it's
the
when they
loss
gonna
of
be
the one
activated.
side.
Right.
right.
Like
It's
there's
the
one that's doing the
activation.
push,
Right.
and they playing their parts,
It's the activation time.
and when one's he's
It's the
gone,
you know what it
that's
is?
when you start looking for another one, and you see the next
It's
one.
the
who was
individual with the greatest influence. That's the only thing that runs shit. Influence run the world in this realm, in this sphere. This sphere
it's
right here, this
influence-
energetic sphere, bro, and it influence run this
So
shit.
it's
influence
influence the
like the
delivery of the thing
Shit.
or the
Nothing else
one
moves
closest
nothing
to the truth.
but influence. You hear me? Nothing else moves
Yeah.
anything but influence. Believe that.
So
shit.
what influences more, the one closest to the truth of what, or the one with the delivery, like the delivery of it, or the
The one that
That's
could.
close
The
to
one
the
that
truth.
could.
So it's
nah,
more
almost
the-
a full circle.
that's a good one. I wasn't even ready for that
Nah.
argument, but I see.
Feel.
It's
Nah,
almost
So
a
more
circle.
of the delivery or the
You know,
truth.
I'm gonna tell you what it
No,
is.
'cause
I
look.
know the answer. Delivery.
It's almost,
Because language always been the greatest
Yeah.
feat in humanity.
but it's
Being
almost.
able to deliver the message to one another through
Right,
different
but
The
language.
one closest
Transmitting.
to the actual truth was
Look,
to everybody's core.
Everybody
That's,
feels.
you'll
I think
discover
everybody
that.
feel the truth. He feeling you.
Listen, I'm gonna tell
I
you why
think you need
delivery.
both.
Go
I
ahead.
think
I'm gonna tell you why
Here we go.
delivery.
Look,
Now, and it goes
look.
back to the market.
Now listen.
Listen
look,
to this though.
look,
I'm gonna
look.
tell you why
Look
delivery
at that
though.
right there. Look at that
Because
light.
it's the spoken
Look
word.
at that light.
But I agree
Never
with. I agree
forget
with.
Yeah,
I agree
but
with
look,
that.
look at the
Never
light
forget
right
the
that.
there.
word
It's
of
written,
what?
the spoken word. It's an
But the
energetic
word of
feel.
the feeling that you already had.
Bro, listen to
Check
me.
I feel like
Yeah,
Harriet
check
Tubman.
me
I
out.
feel
Prime
like
example.
Harriet Tubman
Prime
was
example. You gonna break down to Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. Malcolm X always said he always said by any means, but nothing never happened. Nothing never happened that showed you what he was talking about. Martin Luther King said he wanted you to see what the people doing to us, and he showed you his mad videotapes of him getting water holes,
Of course.
Yes.
Beaten,
bit by dogs,
brutalized.
But at the same
They show
time,
you that.
Locked
You felt that the truth.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? You felt Malcolm, but you ain't never see it. He talked good, but you ain't never had to
Nah.
show you.
No.
Malcolm X
Malcolm's
showed you.
delivery was
Nah.
He told you. He
for
showed
you. Don't
he
bring
showed
that
you
shit
different.
here because it's going
Yeah,
to be.
it's gonna
No.
happen. It's gonna
And
And
happen.
so therefore
But-
they never brought it
No, he showed
there
you.
to that level of.
Why? Because he
Malcolm.
had a force
God.
of.
And there was
He had
those
an
people
influence
that
of-
was the Nation of Islam was
He had
having.
an influence of.
Yeah,
So was that the delivery?
Listen,
I
he had
Hold
an
on,
influence.
Mike.
Oh, the truth?
Hold on.
Was that the delivery showing that whole standard and all the
Who you
people
think
and
touched
boom?
more people though?
Or is the
Who you
truth
think
of
touched more
Martin? I
people,
think we hit both sides again. I'm going out to the bathroom. I think that was
Yeah, I gotta feel.
I feel like I was going. I gotta wait, bro. I
I'm
gotta
gonna
watch
go
this.
outside.
ain't no-
I'm
gonna go outside.
I think Michael Max touched more people.
Of course he did.
You know what I mean?
Even Martin know that.
He did on the spirit.
Even Martin know
He
that.
took his.
You hear me?
he took
I'm gonna
his-
tell you why. Because Martin, at the end of his days, said, "I fear I have led my people into a burning house." Well, what I was do with them. You hear me? This was not the way. They still gonna do it. So you
Yeah.
might as well have some type of what resistance.
Resistant.
You hear me? A
And-
defense,
and-
nigga.
Yeah, and
That's what he's talking about.
and even with the resistance, you gotta have a pause too.
Do you really think the
That's
U.S. would be such a great nation if they didn't have a force of resistance and
Yeah, they got both.
defense?
You see it? They got both. They got
Anybody can come in
got-
and take over.
offense and
Come on, man.
defense.
Exactly. Equally
You need
balanced.
both.
Equally balanced.
Yeah, offense
Come on,
and
I don't know what
defense.
they doing.
Yeah, you gotta,
Tweak
have,
it, you
you
hear
gotta have both.
Tweet.
Yeah, you gotta have it both.
Gotta wake up. Have to wake up.
Martin did his thing.
You can't see shit in your sleep but dreams.
Malcolm,
And
Malcolm,
nightmares. Here.
Malcolm X. He was on a different beat. Them two niggas was on two different beats though.
It was all the same cause.
Yeah, same cause, but there's two different beats.
Yeah, that's all.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
And then Malcolm X, what Malcolm X did,
Yo, dude,
Look,
listen. This is a
Malcolm-
great question right here.
Malcolm-
You think the U.S. would be such a great nation, you know, revered by many, if they didn't have the defense and restraint? I mean, not restraint, but what's the word?
the army, their
The resistance
their team,
and the force, the influence of
defense.
defense.
their defense.
They wouldn't be as great as they would
Hell
be.
no.
Their
Exactly. So
It was like fireworks.
Can you see
It
through
was
this?
fireworks. I went down the other day,
you heard?
It goes down a lot.
but
That's,
yeah, but
That, it ain't in
No,
here. They ain't
but
worried
that
about
was
shooting.
the-
Them shots is out there.
that was the.
might come through here.
Well, we ain't got nothing to
Well,
do
then
with that.
you will
What
always
gonna
be
bear-
paranoid forever.
Make it left
It is
or
a
right.
bystander
You'll be
that
paranoid
always
forever.
did.
All right, well, which way you
We
gonna
can't
turn?
control
I'm paranoid
Yeah,
to follow
well,
them
No controlling that.
through floors.
You ain't-
I can't put that on all y'all. That's
we
just
ain't-
my
we
personal
ain't in the
opinion.
matrix
It'll
right
always
now.
happen. But no, but
What's
that's
meant
what
to
they
be
built up because that's what they built up through time and bonds and schemes and whatever they did. But they knew they had to get that in order to push whatever regime. That's just automatic.
That's the influence.
That's the
That's the
but
force.
That's one part of
Influence is force. It moves things.
it. Influences,
It moves.
but it may not be the
Influence.
only. It's one of them. It's
But
an influence,
Yeah,
and that's one that they
a
built.
Very
And the control to get the money was another influence, like having
They
finance,
was
like
like,
there's
"Well,
different
yeah,
influences,
right.
but that was one that was a necessary one for the power play in
That's
which
just
they were
one,
trying to
one
beat.
facet of it.
Yes,
Absolutely.
but it was a necessary one, and they got it capitalized on it early and they went at it. They used that one early.
Ran
and
it.
it's very effective. Let's,
Mhm.
let's not forget, it's very effective.
It's a saying. I'm trying to think of that saying.
You can get a lot more with that one, having that one first.
With,
It's like certain things, like
with force or
yeah.
kindness,
yeah, it's like
which one get things moving quicker?
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
no, the kindness
You
you
know
might
what I'm
also
saying?
come up with innovation and other things, and that's what you got from that.
Right.
But it's they come up with
Yeah,
different shit. We all
John
fuck with
Gotti said
Einstein,
you
but we
get-
wasn't scared
John
of
Gotti
it.
said you get
Look.
far with a gun, but you get
Look.
he said you get far with a smile, but you get further with a smile.
Look, we all fuck with Einstein and shit, but ain't nothing.
smile in the gun take you further, nigga.
We all fuck with Einstein
Because I
and
got that
respect
action.
Einstein, but we all think we can beat him.
Better
You
go
know.
quick.
We respect the motherfucker for what he did, but we all think, oh, I'll kick Einstein's ass. Like, so it was more, you know,
Just
like
because
kind of,
time,
yeah.
and
But
time,
I mean, we
and
say
time
smart, one of the
goes
smartest
on,
guys in the genius.
it be
I don't
different.
fuck that nigga. I ain't scared of that nigga.
Right.
Two different things. I respect him, but I ain't scared of him. So there's different influences. But
Shit,
He was a
nigga-
man. All
nigga,
geniuses, all those great
we
minds and
still
great
under the
geniuses
Digman-
throughout times,
What is it? Digman
throughout
Floyd?
history, they was all madmen.
Yeah, you still
Yeah.
under Digman
And they
Floyd.
knew they was
and
mad.
they got with some great.
They knew they was
Motherfuckers
madmen.
with money.
They got with
Yeah,
some
Louis
great
Digman
other
Floyd,
madmen
bro.
who
Yeah.
knew
A
their
conglomerate,
position,
a
and they had
conglomerate
the
of
the
other.
army.
They had the money.
They
They
showed
always had
the
the money
unison.
army. I'll have the
Right.
ideas. You just back me
Back
and make
me
sure no
up.
one can fuck with me.
Exactly.
That's why you had a. But they need it all.
They had
We
their
got
own
all this, but we
collective.
can't move without learning and who can innovate and take us to the
Exactly.
next. So there's
Yeah, accelerate us.
Yeah, so
Advance us.
yeah. Advances. Here's the money and security.
Advance us,
Boom.
please. You know what I'm
Here's
saying?
two of the three. You
Ain't
got the
nothing
third
else
one.
going on.
You got the third piece.
We're going to be stagnant. We're going to be
Yeah.
idle. We're going to die.
With all the
We're
shit.
going to die off.
And we done killed all these motherfuckers off. We need to keep moving because they coming.
All right.
So
Advance us.
yeah, There's three states, three
That's
necessities.
the Hitler move.
He didn't have all three at the
That
right
was the
time.
Hitler
Hey,
move.
hey, hey,
He had it, but he didn't have all three at the right time.
Hitler was, you know,
I just called myself. I was about to ask.
He was building on it.
Hitler was.
That means I gotta roll something
I
up.
thought I said,
That
so
means,
I about to
look,
say,
and that means I gotta roll something up.
That
Even
nigga
if
nah,
it's
I,
the seed, look,
it's crazy.
but to keep the, but
Like,
Yeah.
if I'm urging, it's just a habit.
After
Routine of the habit.
drink
Yes.
beer and smoke.
I'm
wanna
saying
take
you gotta
cigarette?
roll.
Nah,
You wanna take
I
it?
don't need it though.
You don't need,
Bitch,
you don't need none of it. You know what I'm
Because
saying? But we do.
look, prejudice.
remote.
Look, 'cause like
Uh,
prejudice. Prejudice is like a.
Had a whole nother shit.
It's
I
like an
didn't remember.
illusion. Prejudice.
it's a-
Prejudice is not real. It's what you make it.
Right.
Really for real. You know what I mean?
Prejudice is meaning you just prejudge
The color thing, yeah.
without fully
The-
understanding.
Yeah, the
Good.
color
That's
thing.
basically what it is.
The color
That's
thing
what
makes no
it says.
sense. Because like I said, if I had every type of baby, and I raised them,
Right.
I'll tell them what God believe in or anything. They're gonna do that, and they're gonna love each other.
And the prejudice comes on the people who sees this baby as better than that baby, not knowing they both.
But
come from
they
the same
still-
Prejudice,
motherfucker.
But
prejudice
they
is
still
yeah.
won't be
Yeah,
prejudiced.
no,
Learn.
it's,
But
it's,
all them kids, them babies
Because
I
they
raised,
had-
won't be
You tell two,
prejudiced.
you take a black baby and a
Because
white
they
baby
have-
before they become conscious enough to know that there's a difference, and they having the best of time.
because they have no experience or nothing
You understand what
to,
I'm saying?
to
Even as they
use
grow,
it. I'm saying
they know
even
it,
for
they gonna love
personal-
each other.
Never been
They
rooted-
have no-
never been rooted
well,
with evil
three-
world.
black people have done this. They have no ratio to even do anything.
That seed
There's
hasn't
no
been
fair
planted
ratio.
yet.
Yeah,
There's
I say
nothing.
God bless
grown.
baby.
They have
hasn't
no
developed.
ratio. They have nothing
Yeah,
to
you
base
about
carry,
anything
seed.
yeah,
on.
you carry that
About
shit
that
on.
seed of
So
thought.
you getting thrown in someone who's 40 and 50s and 60s shit, and when you
Projecting
had
it on
you
you.
had nothing.
Projecting
I'm
it
at
on you.
zero,
Right.
and America does it.
And that's their fear. They just project their
yeah,
fear on
and
you.
they do that when they introduce
Yeah,
They scared.
that shit.
slavery
They fearful,
in history
you know?
class. When you get to that age of, hey, you're all cool until you get to that subject
Right.
in school. When you get to that, boom, oh,
You
my
know
best
why
friend
they-
Tommy,
Look,
and they
check
go,
this out.
Tommy was a
Listen.
master and you were a slave.
He was going in.
Now
Yeah.
y'all become different.
Listen,
since that
you
day.
know why they
Yes.
created the virtual world?
in history class.
They had to create a virtual world because they knew we were the dominant species within our species, the dominant subspecies. We were the number. They had to create something where they were efficient and effective in. You hear me?
You
They
have
used to
make
see
a
the
race
slaves
that
out
you
there
can win.
knowing that they was greater. They was greater than us. If they really, they was thinking to themselves. They really unified. They had defeated us.
Yeah, the goal was to
They were
kill.
doing shit you couldn't do.
Exactly. We was always stronger, quicker, faster, everything. Look at all the Olympics. The black, look at them.
But in your fear,
You know the
and
fields of
your
Olympics, bro. We
prejudice and trying to
dominate.
hold that down. You kept it going. Like keep making us work.
We
Keep
dominate.
building strong.
Period.
Keep making us
Yeah.
use.
They dominate
less
in their
to make us
structure,
keep
bro.
us smarter. Like everything you use as tactics,
Yeah.
kept it going for a timeline. You know, to make us do all the work.
Fuck
You
you
kept
up
us
with it,
being
too.
strong. You didn't.
You know, because they got the
They're the
enforcers.
strongest. They ain't never gonna forget. I want all
Most corrupt
80
motherfuckers
pounds.
in the
Every
league.
war,
Commit like
every
we would never
war
have
company,
a
they take
take
it
lost
from
off. But you kept
Tell
us
them
being the
motherfuckers
ones
where
out
they doing
pushing
some
and
other
lifting
shit
shit.
Yeah.
Keep that in our genes.
Deception and
Instead of
lies.
taking it out.
They take
You took everything from
Don't
us,
give
so
you
we
shit
had to
back.
think smarter. So you kept it in our genes. Like you never took those things, your fear
They
and
highlight
highlighted
all the
our,
murders and robberies got them
DNA.
black people.
you know,
Right.
that was
Kill
the
you in
thing
broad
you
daylight
were
on camera,
you
don't
should
get nothing done.
When they do it on a mass scale,
not had us being the
they
worst.
blow a whole village.
Not
Boom,
having
one
us
bomb.
being without.
20 to 10,000 people.
For
They don't care who was there.
not think
Kids,
about
everybody.
smart
Remember?
shit. We're just being-
Because the most
Yeah.
dangerous
You
gang
know,
in the world, the police.
Not
Government.
using them out. We're using them out every day.
The
How to
government.
talk to each other without you knowing. And do it.
The
Like,
U.S.
we
government
was
to be
learning how
exact.
to read on the side. Like
Let's
you
be
just
particular.
making us smarter
Yeah.
generation.
Shit.
Right. See, now look.
You
Now
right
listen how you say
exactly when you
though.
speak.
They
Be
made us
precise.
smarter each
You right.
generation, right? Look, this is what happened. This is just my little theory of it. Just thinking about it. All right, there were slaves, right?
Right.
Now then, one point in time, whether it was the white man or the white woman
Right.
who had sex with that slave,
Right.
rather way it was, boom. Then they conceived the child.
Crossbreed.
Boom, boom, conceived the
Crossbreed.
child.
Right.
You got
Boom.
$5.
Now they had the baby.
We got about
You know what I mean? You know, they separate the kids and all that shit. Now they got these slaves
Hey,
coming up.
we got about cigarettes.
But that shit's going, look, that
I
shit's
heard you
going
like,
on
like what? Like
Until they get
all the way around.
3 more?
You get what I'm saying? It wasn't just that one slave house that had a baby
Right.
by one
No,
of
that's
the
the first
slaves.
abortion. That's
Look,
where abortions came.
No, listen, look, but
right
it was,
there.
but look, it was a
The fear of
Yeah.
not getting out.
But look,
Yeah,
it was
right.
no, look, it was big. There was a lot of babies after the slaves came that came with the first batch.
Mhm.
Boom. So when you say they kept being nicer and nicer and teaching the generations more and more, it's because they start having babies with the
So it was
slaves.
compassionate.
So it got to be now this generation left of the white ones who were slaves and the grandkids and or now the uncles. It really
You know
went
what?
no, it
Hey,
really
look.
went to the
Hey,
uncles
man.
and it goes down.
Man,
So
hey,
as
look,
the time
he's
went,
he's right in
now
example.
listen to what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
what
we
he's
get there.
saying right now.
The compassion can
He's
start
right
coming in.
exactly.
And then
I'ma tell you
look,
why.
with that one group, they was still getting whipped though, them kids from that one. Because
Right.
it was 100 years of slavery, they said.
400.
No, but in the beginning, this 100.
No, you
Like
saying
when they
the
were like,
first 100 of
Yeah,
it.
the
I
first,
said it was
the very,
whoa.
the very first 100 was when they was bringing the boats in.
Yeah,
I'm talking about how they was shipping the shipment in the beginning.
I used
The
to
early
know
stages,
that.
like,
The early stages that was coming down, boom. Then it was having these babies bound. They still had a couple more deliveries keep coming. So you're still getting fresh batches. After a while, the fresh batches stopped.
Right.
And they having babies by these slaves. And
Mhm.
they liking the better ones, the light skinned ones. And
Inbreed.
they telling,
Inbreeding
and then
now.
other ones, you got some of these white men and white women loving the kids.
Right.
And man, they can't keep their kid. It's just the way of life. You love what you give birth to,
What you create.
no matter what
Yeah.
you love.
You know that's your creation.
Yeah.
As much as you
Right.
pushing hate over top of it.
Slavery, this is just
Now
something
you're
they
fighting
made.
that. Now you're really
Yeah.
having your
This
zero
was an invention.
imbalance.
No, look, hold on. You went, and when they first had that baby and shit, whoever it was thinking in their head like, damn, fucking Billy, or damn, bitch, Jamaica, you taking this shit too far. Now I had a kid with this motherfucker. That's still mad.
All
Cause
this
they got
shit
that
scientific.
feeling. No, they talk now. We
all
taking
this
too
shit
far with this
scientific,
shit. That's still my kid.
Everything
No,
scientific.
just look. They created this. Like if we
Right.
doing this and we kidnap people and you keep them in, we're gonna torture this motherfucker to end. And now you fucking this bitch or she fucking him and have a baby.
Right.
Them two motherfuckers care about that baby, no matter how it happened.
It's deeper than that, though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying how deep it is. How
I'm
people
talking
How
about
it
don't.
started
How
to-
people don't really think
start
deep
to
into
see
it.
when the
Like it's
when that
deep
started to
into
come into
yeah. Now you got the slave.
Yeah, those
now
things
these
started
is my
to-
slave kids.
and
Now
my
over there
slaves
really
to
throwing
Abraham.
us.
Yeah, see that? Right there.
You built for the camera too.
You get what I'm saying?
You built for the camera.
Bro, that's how that shit. That's how that shit.
You got that. I like how you.
That shit went and stopped. If you think of your last names, a lot of people got white last names.
Right.
You know what I mean?
This shit pretty good.
You got white people last names.
Facts.
How else did you get last names?
Right.
Why would you think about it? Then name yourself that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shit, we gonna. I'm not looking for
Heard,
over my bros.
heard. And
I'm
that's
over my
where we
bros.
stop.